A lot of women can't find the good man that they're looking for because they became him.
Women are not having a hard time finding good men. Men are having a hard time finding a woman who only requires that they bring income to the table, because historically we couldn't work. And when we could work, we couldn't get very good jobs. So now that we're in a position that we can make money, they're like, oh, you might as well be a man. What do you need me for? Like, we still need you, but we need you to do more than the bare minimum. So while you struggle to find a woman who's actually willing to settle in this day and age, we're fine. We're thriving. And that bothers you. Stop hoping that we'll take a step back so that you don't have to take like a big leap forward.
Do you think I'm a nasty girl? Nasty girl, nasty girl. Do you think I'm a nasty girl? Do you think I'm a nasty girl?
Hi, guys. Welcome to Noble Men. Today, let's discuss why older women who are successful in their lives are struggling to find a man to finally settle down with. And I'll start by sharing a story that I came across about a very successful woman in her 40s. She works as a professional and is in her early 40s. She makes more money than most guys her age. She is looking for an honorable man to start a family with now that she has climbed the business ladder. Over the past few years, a number of magazine articles that target the boss woman type have made the claim that there are no longer any good guys. You know, the kind of ladies who lament their inability to meet decent men, but long to appear in a suit and tie on magazine covers and are known as CEOs and senators. I'll explain why in a moment. In reality, there are just three main reasons, and none of these books will ever give women the full picture. We're about to go on a journey that won't be happy-go-lucky or decorated with butterflies and rainbows. Dating is already challenging for you because there aren't many people you can date. Women are naturally promiscuous, which implies that they constantly search for a bigger and better arrangement. If you're a working woman in your 40s or 50s, you've ascended the corporate ladder. You are a doctor, a lawyer, or another famous member of today's society, and you have accumulated a sizable fortune. Your wall is filled with numerous pieces of paper that tell the tale of your accomplishments and are framed in mahogany. On paper, that sounds great, but in practice, men are not often drawn to degrees. Males have never said, check out the degree of that woman. As far as I know, simply said, males don't operate that way. Males are seen as objects of achievement by women. Women are seen as objects of beauty and desire. The plain truth about men and women is that you've probably already bought and or paid off your house as you climb the socioeconomic ladder. As a woman making all this money, working in corporate positions and doing other things of that kind, you can tell you're good because you drive a beautiful car that women can only dream of buying. Since you only date up and across, your dating pool is smaller. You make around 300 grand a year. You only date men who have a salary of at least that much. I'll connect it to a different reason why it doesn't work out for you females as well. That takes me to my second point, which is that successful guy who you'd like to date and who you believe would be attracted to your bossiness or sass tend to go out with younger, sexier and more amenable women. Guys simply do it that way. Men are success objects. Women are measured by their physical beauty. Women in their early 40s just cannot compete with women in their early 20s. They are youthful, they are more attractive, they still have a very long life ahead of them. Their fertility is higher. If you've read about evolutionary psychology, there are a good amount of explanations for why guys do it, and it apply to everyone in the globe. There is nearly always a chapter or section of the book devoted to attraction levels, and from surveys from all over the world, from all cultures and from every region of the world, where men are shown images of attractive women from the ages of 18 right up to 70. And guess what? Men mostly like women in their early 20s because they find them more appealing. No amount of societal pressure, magazine articles or other attempts to modify this relationship have ever been successful, because men have always viewed women as objects of beauty. Like, we're starting to hear a lot of advice like men should only date women their own age or fat acceptance rules. That's fine and all, but what does men's behavior indicate to you? When you've climbed the corporate ladder and accomplished all of that, you have a smaller pool of potential dates to pick from. For men, what's left of the dating pool to choose from typically consists of younger, hotter women rather than ladies of their own age. This gets me to my third and last point, which is the characteristics that men often search for in women in that age range. I myself went through this and have seen that ladies in that age range are typically not long-term relationship material. I'll explain why. In general, they have seen it everything. They have a count of not just small children, occasionally from multiple dads are frequently present. Additionally, they may be extremely unpleasant in some situations and nearly intolerable in others. They are unpleasant to be around. These successful women are seeking for better, great guys, but they aren't interested in you, since after a long day at work they don't want to come back to arguments and petty issues. They are seeking peace. They are seeking kindness. They are seeking a woman who can make his house seem like a home. Really, that is all it comes down to. These three factors are the key causes of why many of these women are having trouble meeting nice guys. It's basically the way the sexual economy operates overall. Simply put, they aren't the kind of women men in their age range are seeking. The fact that many of these successful women have made a lot of money, have a nice home and car, and frequently go out and meet these younger guys in nightclubs and bars and simply pick them up, hook up with them and do their thing with them until they end up in a relationship. Also speaks volumes about why there are so many younger guys dating many of these older women. I'm going to add that many of these 40 and even 50-year-old women who prefer to date these young guys do so only because that's what they get. And these young guys are in their prime and naive, looking for experiences in life worth telling their friends. And as you probably well know, many of the older group of guys are unable to or have difficulty working in the bedroom. Thus, these affluent ladies consider these younger men more as objects of beauty. At that time, they haven't placed a high priority on taking care of themselves, which is why things aren't going as easily or as they used to. Therefore, many of the older women will begin dating some of these younger men, since men their age are often dating younger women and they are avoiding the disagreeable old women who occasionally also bring children with them from their previous marriages and husbands. Simply said, men don't want to accept that few individuals will be willing to express the truth, since it is a hard, cold fact. I hope the explanations I've given provide some clarity, since this woman asked for my opinion, and if I could give any of the younger women out there any advice, it would be this: in your youth, choose a man to settle down with, because beauty is on your side. When you're young, age is on your side, but in 10 years it won't be the same. Some women in their late 30s or even early 40s wish to settle down and have kids. To them, I could only say that you're 42, or in some cases 45. Your chance to get pregnant is almost gone. There are many other problems you could run across. Such high-risk pregnancies. To induce pregnancy, IVF treatment is usually necessary. Younger women should focus more on a man's future than his present financial condition, which is the most important thing they can accomplish. Because if you're 23, you'll have a hard time finding a billionaire man your age. Someone in his late 30s or early 40s would meet this description. However, if you want to begin a life, seek for a person with a bright future. Men are more interested in the past of a woman. What happened in her past? Has she had a history of engaging in several affairs? Men need to provide. They must develop their individual identities. A woman who is willing to compromise and grow professionally may find it difficult to find a man when she is ready to start a family, since many men are turned off by the fact that she is already 42, financially independent, presumably has children, and will always put her job first. Men prefer to be with younger women who will treat them with respect and provide them with something of value. These qualities are naturally connected with femininity. Men seem to be more drawn to someone who is more approachable, younger, and has less baggage. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you have any comments, please feel free to tell us about them in the comments section. And don't forget to hit the like button and smash the bell icon to subscribe for more noble men.